Walter Scott, the famous Scottish novelist and poet, left behind many memorable quotes that offer profound lessons. He reminds us of the complex consequences of deceit with the saying, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive." To the timid and hesitating, everything is impossible because it seems so. Success or failure in business is caused more by the mental attitude even than by mental capacities. For he that does good, having the unlimited power to do evil, deserves praise not only for the good which he performs, but for the evil which he forbears. He is happiest, be he king or peasant, who finds peace in his home. A sound head, an honest heart, and an humble spirit are the three best guides through time into eternity. When thinking about companions gone, we feel ourselves doubly alone. For success, attitude is equally as important as ability. The race of mankind would perish did they cease to aid each other. We cannot exist without mutual help, all there for that need. Aid have a right to ask it from their fellow men, and no one who has the power of granting can refuse it without guilt. All men who have turned out worth anything have had the chief hand in their own education. If you once turn on your side after the hour at which you ought to rise, it is all over. Bolt up at once. Death, the last sleep? No, it is the final awakening. He that climbs the tall tree has one right to the fruit. Look back and smile on perils past. A rusty nail placed near a faithful compass will sway it from the truth and wreck the argosy. Cats are mysterious kind of folk. There is more passing in their minds than we are aware of. Love will subsist on wonderfully little hope, but not altogether without it. True love's the gift which God has given to man, alone beneath the heaven. To the timid and hesitating, everything is impossible because it seems so. Discretion is the perfection of reason and a guide to us in all the duties of life. Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell. Love rules the court, the camp, the grove, and men below, and the saints above, for love is heaven, and heaven is love. To all, to each, a fair good night, and pleasing dreams and slumbers light. To be always intending to live a new life, but never to find time to set about it. This is as if a man should put off eating and drinking from one day to another till he be starved and destroyed. The race of mankind would perish did they cease to aid each other. We build statues out of snow and weep to see them melt. All men who have turned out worth anything have had the chief hand in their own education. Breathes there the man with soul so dead who never to himself has said, "This is my own, my native land." It is not from reason and prudence that people marry, but from inclination. He that climbs the tall tree has one right to the fruit. Nothing is more the child of art than a garden. A lawyer without history or literature is a mechanic, a mere working mason. If he possesses some knowledge of these, he may venture to call himself an architect. To the timid and hesitating, everything is impossible because it seems so. There is no better antidote against entertaining the high opinion of others than having an excellent one of ourselves at the very same time. Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell. He is the best sailor who can steer within fewest points of the wind and exact a motive power out of the greatest obstacles. We shall never learn to feel and respect our real calling and destiny unless we have taught ourselves to consider everything as moonshine compared with the education of the heart. Discretion is the perfection of reason and a guide to us in all the duties of life. A rusty nail placed near a faithful compass will sway it from the truth and wreck the argosy. He that is robbed, not wanting what is stolen, let him not know he's not robbed at all. Heap on more wood, the wind is chill, but let it whistle as it will. We'll keep our Christmas merry still. The way was long, the wind was cold, the minstrel was infirm and old. A sound head, an honest heart, and an humble spirit are the three best guides through time and to eternity. Success or failure in business is caused more by the mental attitude even than by mental capacities. The world goes up and the world goes down, and the sunshine follows the rain, and yesterday's sneer and yesterday's frown can never come over again. The very first essential for success is a perpetually constant and regular employment of violence. If you remove the cross from Christianity, all that remains is some meaningless philosophy and a moral code. There never will exist anything permanently noble and excellent in the character which is a stranger to resolute self-denial. It's no fish ye've taken, it's a man's soul ye've harpooned. I will tear this folly from my heart, though every fiber bleed as I rend it away. When thinking about companions gone, we feel ourselves doubly alone. The man of humanity is always the one who finds excuses for others, while the person of extreme morality is always the one who finds excuses for themselves. Oh, what a world of vile ill-favored. False looks handsome in 300 pounds a year. The best part of all the love story is the poor little dog's part.